Virgos. No, you're not crotchety, Virgo. Oh, man. This is going to be a good night. I already know. I'm already coming off the rails. I love it. It's my favorite. I like doing the show when I'm off the rails. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you. Ooh, Knight of Wands reversed. You know what's so funny? I was saying Knight of Wands, and there it pops up, and it's reversed. Okay, shit. Either A, Virgo, you're trying to jump at something that's not wanting to connect, and you need to just stop jumping towards it and reanalyze where you're jumping. 2, you're not jumping at anything at all. So, you're just like not fighting for your passion, or you feel like you want somebody. I feel like, Virgo, you want somebody to jump towards you, and that's the fucking issue. Is you're expecting too much. Like, you need to maybe learn that how you jump into love, how you come across in love, and the passion that you show. It's not a wordy thing. It's actual physically, like the way you do it. That's how the Knight of Wands works. It's like the lover that comes. It's Lancelot coming to Guinevere to save the day. Like, I love that. Good job, Craigie. 6 of Wands. Ooh, so you don't feel that you're in a victorious place. And I think that's your issue, is you're trying to make love some sort of win of a presidential election or something. Like, it's not that. You don't win love. You don't win it over somebody. And that's, I think, that your issue. I think that you're looking at this as like some sort of victory that must be had, or if somebody's not seeing you with an admiration. Because I'll be honest, look at I love how this card is like, oh yeah, look, and I'm on the side of the bus. Like, you don't know how many Instagram pictures I saw of like Instagram models over the last 3 years that I just laughed at. Like, oh my God, look at me. I'm like, I'm on this. And it's like, I don't know. It's like in the bathroom at like Shakey's. That was the shopping mall, like in like their little town or something. Like, and I get it. It's cool to have that, but I think that you're a little bit looking for somebody to just like recognize you, but you're also not jumping in the way that it's like you're kind of half-assing it. Or I think that you're putting out more, you're acting more the part that you're doing it, but you're not doing it. And so who's going to recognize that? 4 of Pentacles upright. So I think that you have an issue that if you're going to do that, understand, like, are you really ready to hold this? Is this the most valuable thing to you? I think that the universe is asking you to really make sure that you assess what you're jumping into so much, because it better be the ultimate thing that you want to have in your life. But the other thing I'm picking up with this, though, as the way this is laying down with this 4 of Pentacles, it's like, I think that you're overvaluing a situation so much of how it should be, how the victory should come, and how you don't have to show up and it needs to show up to you. And I'm sorry to say, you're going to be all alone in the fucking pantry, and then you're not letting anybody in. Even when the zombie apocalypse is going down, like, you're like, no, I won't let you in. It's like, even if somebody did come to you the way they want to, you wouldn't let them fully in. You'd find some sort of issue right now. Look at that. You pulled the Knight of Cups reverse. So you're on unstable emotional waters, and that's why you're wanting extreme glamification, extreme recognition. And it's an insecurity within you emotionally right now. And you need to just, because you're stopped emotionally, you don't know what to do. Just keep moving on in life now. And don't expect so much to fill up your cup. It's you moving forward in your life with your own cup and making your own like basic stuff of happiness, instead of like, I feel like Virgo, there's like just this over yearning for something way too much. Like, just, it's like, whoa, look at that. 8 of Wands. You're definitely trying to fly into something really hardcore right now. Look at that fucking way that is like, I'm coming. That is exactly the way I was just doing it. That fucking card showed up. I cannot make that shit up. Wow. I mean, okay, so yeah, you see the arrows of love, and then, you know, when it comes to actually getting on the horse to then ride it again, because it's not just a jump, it's also being on the horse. You got 2 knights reversed, emotional and fire. So you were all about the jump, But about riding that horse, I don't know if you're ready for that one. And you're expecting somebody else to ride that horse for you. Oh, yeah. Wow, Page of Swords reversed. So, you know what? This is not knowing how to communicate properly at all. I mean, it's almost like a misunderstanding very deeply. And also, you know, one thing about whenever I see the Page of Swords reversed, it's like, one, either A, you're not talking about everything. B, maybe it's your partner, but I've got a feeling it's more like you're just kind of mentally not seeing everything, especially when it comes to how obsessed you are with holding on to something a certain way. I think that this is about you re-clarifying things in your mind and reassessing things, because I think that there's too much like, "Wah!" And then I don't want to really do much. You want to see it, look at it. You pulled fire. Yeah, I mean, I think that your passions are very high. And I think that you really want that exciting fire right now. You could be dealing with fire sign too. And you got first house. I mean, this is your ego. Look at this, fire, first house. I think that you're actually running into your own ego this week about how you expect things. And it's ironic because you're doing it in the ways that you don't want your partners or people to come after you, yet you're doing it yourself. That's my message for them. Leo, Saturn in the second house. I mean, definitely knowing your value. It's self-worth issues. That's what's popping up about your own love for yourself. And also that, okay, yeah, you need to be valued and somebody to love you in a certain way. But again, it's Leo. It's definitely dealing with the self. And so, especially with this transits this week and your own self-worth with Venus and Libra and with Mercury coming out of retrograde, and Mercury rules it's like you're like, what? Oh, I'm pushing for something without, it's like making sure that you know the values of yourself and how to use your light better. Also, Leo rules your 12th house. I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of a minor psychotic or minor mental situation within you that you got to figure out right now. And I'm not saying it's like permanent or anything. I'm just saying, like, what's going on here, Virgo? This is like desperation. That's not a good place to come from.
No, desperation or a place of control, you know. A river doesn't necessarily, plan out its attack, or plan out its path through a forest or through the woods. It kind of goes with the energy. It goes with the universe and where it's taking it. You have to allow yourself to be taken away, so to speak. You can't just hold yourself in confinement. You can't just be the dam forever. There's no way that you're going to be able to stop the flow of the energy. There's no way that you're going to stop the flow of your life. And if you are able to, it's just going to impede your growth continually, but it's going to spew out into other directions, so focus your energy and allow the beauty to take place rather than kind of trying to put it in a box or trying to stop it from flowing out through you and flowing into your life.
Yeah, because we don't want to continue to go into anything where it's desperation to a place where that's like, I think it's in the flow of your life. Like it's opposite of the flow completely.
Right.
Like it's almost like it reminds me, because we have the California aqueducts here, and like it's like they thought of the most awkward way of like pushing water up mountains and then like bringing them down. And it just, to me, whenever I look at those, I'm always like, no wonder we have water issues in California. It's like there's probably better ways to do this stuff. It's like they were desperate to get water here, so they just whatever I fucking can to have and to hold on to this thing. It's like,
yeah, it made sense,
right? You know what I mean?
At
like
one point, and kind of holding up or kind of taking guard of yourself or trying to picture something perfectly might have been beneficial at one point in your life, but you have to adapt as time goes on. You have to be able to pivot and move and find new avenues of allowing yourself to express yourself and allowing the love to kind of shine through you, or else you're just going to be out of the times and you're just going to evaporate and then rain on down to everybody.
Desperation, evaporation.